took the day off today and, well, from work, and started going through some old martial arts and fitness magazines and pulling out some of the few valuable articles and tossing the rest, and turned a stack of like 50 into, you know, about 2 magazines worth of information. You know, and it brings up an interesting idea. A lot of these periodicals are pushing out a lot of the same information over and over and over again. You're not getting a lot of new information, and you're certainly not getting a lot of really quality information. You know, fitness magazines are a great example. First of all, they pander to the supplement companies and the equipment companies that you know, that support them with advertising. And I mean, you can't pull up a page without an advertisement being on there. Some of these articles are, you know, 4-page articles, but they run for 12 pages because of advertising. It's ridiculous. And I mean, I understand that's how the business works, but you know, if you're ever thinking about getting a magazine subscription to any of these because, oh, I like, you know, these personalities that are always writing for them, or I like these columnists, just make sure you know what you're getting into, because, you know, you look at some of the big popular muscle mags, and not only are they giving you fundamentally functionless bodybuilding training, which I don't support in any way, shape, or form, they are also giving you a lot of, you know, bad advice, you know, when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to supplementation, when it comes to personal life. I mean, they're giving you the popular information, and, you know, according to some of the underground resources that I've, you know, picked up over the years, a lot of these popular off-the-shelf magazines are giving you information that's 10 years outdated, and it's just because the nature of research and clinical trial and acceptance is extremely political and profit-driven, and that being the case, a lot of the good stuff ends up not being, you know, not being reported on by the bigwigs, because it goes against the advertising, it goes against the profitability of the company, it goes against their equipment sales, whatever it is. You know, but then when every issue is, you know, how to increase your bench press, or every issue is, you know, 16 different ways to dumbbell curl. I mean, you know, some of these magazines, I mean, years and years ago, I had, and believe me, some of these magazines are from years ago. You know, I've never paid for more than a 1-year subscription to any of these, and yet even within the 12 issues of a 1-year subscription, or I think some of them are like every 6 weeks or even bi-monthly, so I mean, you're getting, you know, 6 to 12 issues in a year, and within those there are so many repeat articles. I mean, yeah, you know, there's a slightly different tweak on the same information, and I understand that probably the majority of their sales are coming from impulse purchases, you know, off the magazine racks at the grocery store or whatever, and not from subscriptions. But for those of you that are in any way, shape, or form educated about fitness, educated about martial arts or anything like that, these magazines serve as no more than just a kind of, you know, high school level overview of tips and tricks that you can pick up on any, you know, career day type, you know, event. You know, bring up martial arts mags. There are so many different articles just on how to throw a straight punch. There's a couple of different ways, but for the most part, you know, we're all humans with 2 legs, 2 arms, a body, and a head, and our arms only move in a certain range of motion, and you can only throw a punch linearly a very small handful of ways. But because there are so many different styles out there, instead of saying this is how you throw a straight punch, they say this is the Shotokan punch, or this is the, the Wing Chun punch, or this is the way that we punch in Krav Maga or whatever. So they break it up differently, they market it differently. And that's the problem. All of these things, it's marketing hype. They're giving you, for lack of a better term, high school level information. And I mean, it's a magazine, you don't expect much more than that, but they're giving you high school level information and exposure to things. Never anything more than a generalized survey of something, and you might pick up one cool little technique. I mean, obviously I would have just thrown them all away if there wasn't some small value in them, but generally speaking, it's not worth a subscription price for any of these magazines. Any of them. It's really not worth a subscription price. You are better off, instead of going month to month going, oh, I want to check out this or I want to check out that, just kind of randomly glancing at the magazine rack once in a while and going, oh, okay, well that's kind of a cool article, or oh, hey, I like this style, I want to go do that, or hey, I like this this athlete, I want to learn how the specific flavor of his workout goes. We're always interested in some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, or the history, or anything like that. But if you're looking for training advice, if you're looking for actual exposure to an art or a style or a technique or anything like that within, specifically within the realms of fitness and martial arts, the magazines really aren't the way to go. And yeah, I mean, I guess I'm really just laboring the point at this point, but it's just kind of just ditch the magazines. Every once in a while, pick something up because of a specific article or whatnot. But generally speaking, just ditch them and start doing your research. There are so many books, there are so many online periodicals and resources, there are so many forums where you can actually interact with people. Never mind the myriad schools and gyms around just in your city or in a nearby city that you can go and check out. There's information at your fingertips that you don't have to pay magazine subscription price for. Or if you do pay for it, you are getting much more bang for your buck. Or buck, not book. That's all I got for you. I will talk to you guys later. Good journey.